Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Carter Walton and Hope Logan are moving forward with their fast-paced romance and ready to take things to the next step. But Liam Spencer is not about to let his wife and kids play house with another man without putting up a fight. Here's what's coming up next on Bold and Beautiful Spoilers Ahead. No one will be as shocked as Liam Spencer when news comes out about Carter and Hope's new romance. Actually, Liam will probably still be sitting at home by his phone waiting for Hope to call him and take him up on his offer to get remarried. When Liam was professing his love to Hope Logan, she neglected to tell him that she already had a boyfriend and had been secretly seeing Carter Walton. In fact, Hope's ex-husband will probably be irked over the whole ordeal. According to next week's B&B spoilers, Carter Walton and Hope Logan will take the next step in their relationship and discuss moving in together. It makes sense that Hope Logan wants to get as far away from her mother Brooke as possible, so it's not surprising that the couple is already moving in together. Hope is a package deal and comes with her daughter Beth Spencer. Will Liam allow Hope to move Beth in with her new boyfriend? Carter Walton recently went rogue, but fans know that he has a strong moral compass and is perfectly suitable to be around young children. Beth Spencer would not be in any sort of danger at Carter's loft. However, Liam Spencer has a tendency to get jealous and bitter and lash out at his ex-wife. Bold and the beautiful spoilers say Liam could even take Hope to court and try to take Beth away from her out of spite. Do you think that Liam Spencer will lash out when he learns about Hope and Carter? Does he have a right to be worried about his daughter living with the couple? Will Liam take Hope to court? The Forrester Creations office buzzed with its usual energy, models sashaying in and out, designs being sketched at lightning speed, and executives exchanging ideas in hushed tones. But amid the glamour and productivity, there was a tension brewing. A tension no runway show or boardroom discussion could dispel. Liam Spencer sat in his office, his jaw tight and hands clenched around a stack of paperwork he had no intention of completing. His thoughts were far from the business world. Instead, they were fixated on Hope Logan, the woman he had loved, lost, and fought for, only to watch her slip further away. The news of Hope's deepening relationship with Thomas Forrester had hit Liam like a freight train. He had pleaded with her, tried to show her Thomas's manipulative ways, but she had brushed off his concerns. And now, Liam couldn't hold back the bitterness that churned in his heart. It all came to a head at a Forrester Creations charity event. The venue sparkled with crystal chandeliers and elegantly dressed attendees. Liam arrived reluctantly, knowing he'd face Hope and Thomas together. But he wasn't prepared for the sight of them arm in arm, laughing as though they hadn't a care in the world. It felt like a dagger to his chest. Unable to hold back, Liam stormed across the room, his voice cutting through the polite chatter. "Hope," he called, drawing all eyes toward him. "Can I have a word?" Hope's smile faltered. She glanced at Thomas, who gave her a reassuring nod before stepping aside. "Liam," she said, her voice a mixture of surprise and caution. "What's going on?" "What's going on?" he echoed, his voice laced with sarcasm. "That's rich coming from you. I should be asking you the same thing. How can you stand there, parading around with him?" He pointed sharply at Thomas. "As if everything is fine." Hope's cheeks flushed. "This isn't the time or place for this." "Oh, I think it's the perfect time and place," Liam snapped. "Everyone here should know how you've let Thomas worm his way back into your life after everything he's done." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Hope's eyes filled with tears, but she stood her ground. "This isn't fair, Liam. You don't understand." "What I don't understand," he interrupted, "is how you can keep defending him. After all his lies, his schemes, you still trust him more than you trust me." Thomas stepped forward, his face a mask of calm. "Liam, I think you've said enough." "No, you don't get to decide when I've said enough," Liam shot back. "You've been manipulating people your whole life, Thomas. But what hurts the most is that Hope can't see it, or worse, she doesn't care." Hope finally broke. "That's enough, Liam," she shouted, her voice trembling. "You don't get to control my choices. Not anymore." The confrontation left ripples in its wake. Backstage, Hope tried to gather herself, but her hands shook as she replayed Liam's words. Thomas was by her side, offering comfort, but even his presence couldn't soothe the ache in her chest. She couldn't deny that Liam's accusations had struck a nerve. Part of her wondered if she was being naive, but another part of her bristled at Liam's inability to trust her judgment. She loved him once. Perhaps she still did, but his bitterness and inability to let go of the past were tearing them apart. Meanwhile, Liam spiraled into regret and frustration. His outburst had alienated Hope further, and he knew it. Back at his apartment, he poured himself a drink, trying to drown the voice in his head that whispered he might have lost her for good. News of the public blow spread quickly through the Forrester and Logan families. Brooke Logan, ever the protective mother, confronted Hope the next day. "Sweetheart," Brooke began, her tone gentle but firm. "I heard what happened last night. Are you okay?" "I'm fine, Mom," Hope replied, though her voice lacked conviction. Brooke placed a hand on her daughter's shoulder. "You know Liam only said those things because he cares about you. He's scared of losing you." Hope sighed. "I know he cares, but that doesn't give him the right to humiliate me. And honestly, Mom, I'm tired of feeling like I have to choose between what Liam wants and what I believe is best for me." Across town, Ridge Forrester had his own words of wisdom for Thomas. "You're walking a fine line, son," he warned. "If you're serious about Hope, you need to prove to everyone, including Liam, that you're not the man you used to be." Thomas nodded, his expression serious. "I understand, Dad. I know I've made mistakes, but I'm not that person anymore. I just wish Liam would see that." Days turned into weeks, and the tension between Hope and Liam remained unresolved. Hope threw herself into her work, determined to prove she could stand on her own, but Liam's words continued to haunt her. One evening, as she sat alone in her office, Liam appeared in the doorway. "Can we talk?" he asked softly. Hope looked up, exhaustion etched on her face. "I don't know if there's anything left to say." Reluctantly, she gestured for him to sit. He hesitated before speaking. "I know I messed up," he began. "I shouldn't have confronted you like that. But Hope, I'm scared. I'm scared of losing you, of losing us." Tears welled in her eyes. "Liam, I understand your fear. But what you don't seem to understand is that your bitterness and constant accusations are pushing me away. I need someone who believes in me, who trusts me to make my own decisions." "I do trust you," he insisted. "It's Thomas I don't trust." "And that's the problem," she said, her voice breaking. "You can't separate the two. You're so focused on Thomas that you're blind to how much you're hurting me." Liam left the office that night feeling more lost than ever. For Hope, the conversation was a wake-up call. She realized that her happiness couldn't hinge on Liam's approval or anyone else's. As she stepped into the future, Hope vowed to take control of her own destiny, even if it meant making choices that others wouldn't understand. Whether that future included Liam or Thomas remained uncertain, but one thing was clear: Hope Logan was done letting others define her path. This story explores the intricate dynamics of love, trust, and self-discovery that make the bold and the beautiful so compelling. Let me know if you'd like to dive deeper into any specific character arc.